Hello?
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 Heyo!
Hi.
Couldn't see you there. Get down here.
Good to see ya.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hydraulics, no
Whoa,
B5.
whoa.
If you know the song... I don't know what that was. B5 Hydraulics. That's a song from 2006 or 8. I don't remember. Quote me on that.
Hello.
Episode 14, this is it. We are here.
No,
We're live. Wow. There's some things that have happened, some events that have happened since the last time we did our podcast.
Sure. Yeah.
The first one that I know of, we had, one of them that I know of, we have hit a year.
Yes.
We hit a year. We have hit a year.
1 year of
For
GTGP
this
podcast.
podcast. There's been a year of good times and also 1 year of gooder people. And together it's been a year of good times, gooder people. And that's crazy. Because I didn't think I don't know what I expected when we started this podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that we're going to have the longevity of talking and venting to an iPhone 12. And it happened. And we did it, dude. This is where we're at. We did a year, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of Dane. Proud of Javi, and also the guests that we had. We only have one guest. Was it Roble?
Roble's our only.
It was just Roble. Oh,
It
shit.
was only Roble.
I'm proud of Roble too for being a CLB.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just making sure that we're recording properly.
No, of course. Did we record? We're recording. Well, recording on that. Are we? Yeah,
we are recording.
We are live, baby.
We're just
This is
making
live,
sure, you know.
dude. We are live, dude. And once
You
again,
know.
we have Lex Bautista in the background.
Lexi filling in for Javi.
Filling in for Javi. Javi couldn't be with us tonight. What's
He will
new?
be eventually. At some point,
Oh,
hopefully.
good. And I know you guys are all waiting for him because I am too.
He has
I'm
a lot
also-
to say. He has a lot to say.
Man, there's some stories that I have kept up with him that he needs to tell you guys, but he's bullshitting right now, so he needs to come on this podcast and tell you guys. And I won't spoil it.
Hopefully next one. 15.
Please, Javi, if you're listening
Keen
to
say.
this, because I'm not listening to this. I don't listen to my podcasts.
I don't either.
You just...
I listen to it because I have to edit it. But that's it.
I swipe right. I just swipe right, and I hope for the best.
So we hope you guys are listening.
Thank you guys for whoever actually listened
Yes.
to preseason 1.0 or whatever the fuck it's called now. But we've been doing this for a year a couple of days ago, and that means a lot to me. Even if there was no one listening, I think it was something that means a lot to both of us because this is, or actually all three of us, this is something that we all chose to do as a group. And we stuck with it. So that's a big accomplishment for all of us. And we're doing it. We're still doing it, even with the adversity. Look, we have a different place now. We had 3 different places, actually, to do this podcast. And we're still going strong. And I'm very proud of us for doing that. So thanks to us, but thanks to you for listening. Even if it's 10 years down the line after this podcast came out. Doesn't matter. What else? 27. Going to heaven. Dane, he is older now. He is older.
Yes.
And we celebrated his birthday multiple times. We went to let's get into that. Let's just go straight into it. What was the first thing we did? Well, I did Parkway with you. What do we do?
Parkway was the first.
Parkway, Flamingo, and 215.
If you live in Vegas, then you know where that is.
You know where that is, because there's only one Parkway when you go to Vegas. Even though there's 3 or 4 Parkways.
Yeah, you know, there's only one.
There is only one Parkway.
Yeah.
Right. We celebrated his birthday at Parkway Tavern. It's a bar, free. That is why people usually go to it. No cover charge. They just have you lift your shirt
Belt line.
just to make sure you're not holding any knives, grenades, or guns there.
Could be in your pockets.
It could be in your shoe. It could be in your pockets. You could have it on your back, taped.
But as long
They
as
won't see it. But if it's
your
not on the waistline, you're good.
good.
That's it. We celebrated his birthday there. He got there first, of course, because that's the kind of guy Dane is. People started to show up at 11:30, maybe 12. I started to show out at 12:30 maybe. But it was a good time. But go ahead and tell me your experience. What happened?
it turned out to be a very good turnout, and I was so happy to see everybody there. So thank you for coming. If you're listening to this and you were there, thank you.
You turn out.
Turn up, turn out.
That's what I know. You should know that. Well, I guess it's because you're in Macamee now that people are going to show up for you. It's hard to put into words, but when you're a part of a family like that, they're going to be there. I guess you didn't need them there, but this was kind of their idea. Was it their idea or your idea to do Parkway?
Mine.
It was your idea, but people showed up anyway because they know how much it meant to you, and that should show you how much you mean to them, and that is beautiful. Absolutely. You can't really teach that. You can't teach that, and that's something you have to, I guess, learn when you join a team like Macamee or join a family, like a second family. That's not your family. You know?
Yeah.
They're going to be there when it really matters the most. So that was awesome. I left early, so I can't really tell you what happened after that except the video that he showed me. But, I mean, whatever you want to This is whatever you want.
I'm a year older. Sure.
Whatever.
But I just want to spend it with people that I love and I care for the most. And, yeah, that's what happened. Did I black out? Maybe.
Maybe not. That's not for you to know.
If you were there, you knew. If you weren't,
for not being there,
then you didn't know.
You didn't ask us.
But yeah.
You had an... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to talk about the next day.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm 27 now. I feel good. It's a new chapter. I don't know. I feel like it's so customary to, like, when it's like New Year's or when it's your birthday to, like, start something new. And I feel like it shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to wait till then to start something new, but I feel like, I don't know. Now that I'm 27, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to not necessarily like recreate myself, but to build, enhance.
That's interesting.
You know?
Yeah. I don't remember what I said. Did we do a podcast around my birthday last year?
I'm sure we did. I think we've always done like a podcast around everybody's birthday, but we never like, it was never like a birthday episode.
Yeah, no, we've never done that.
Yeah, but I think we've done an episode around the three of our birthdays.
Okay. We can talk about birthdays real quick.
Yeah.
I have a quick thing. I don't remember what I thought on my birthday last year. If you have any interjections, please feel free. But I think that usually me and my very close friend Alvin, we usually would text each other on our birthdays because he has 2 days. His birthday is 2 days before mine, and we would text each other saying, "Hey, do you feel any different? Is there any different thoughts or mindsets going into your next year of being born?" And I don't remember last year very much. I think from October leading on to right now, I just kind of all been a blur to me. But I feel like normally my answer would be like, oh, I have a new realization of life. I have a different perspective on what I am caring about at that time. But right now, it's more like what you were saying, building on what I have, or diving deeper into the things that I already have my mind set on.
Yeah.
So right now I'm looking into it, or I signed a lease for an apartment. This is the first time I had my name on a lease for an apartment. I'm moving in with my lady Sequoia.
That's
and
big.
We're moving in soon.
Yeah.
That is big. For me, that's big because we have 18-year-olds buying houses in Texas. We have me signing a lease on renting an apartment in Las Vegas at 28.
Yeah.
But it's big for me, and I appreciate everyone's journey as far as that goes, and I think that it's a big step, and nobody should be comparing each other's journey in between. Like, your journey is different than mine, so I'm not going to compare myself to like, oh man, Dane's doing this, why am I not doing it, or the opposite way as well. And I think it's important to just be grateful for what you have. Kind of going back to a lot of our podcasts, we always talk about gratefulness or gratitude. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have to be grateful for what you have and stop comparing yourself to someone else, because that's just going to lead you into a world of hurt. Sorry, this sidebar. Every time we do a podcast, I always say that it's a therapy for me. It helps me talk through my feelings, through my emotions, or whatever I'm going through right now. And, you know, signing this lease was big for me, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of my partner Sequoia, and we're doing that together. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, because I chose that. Right?
Yeah, that's
and I
how
have
you,
to own
yeah.
that. I have to own that.
Yeah.
And whatever Dane is doing in his life, he has to own that. And that's what I want for you guys, is to own what you're doing. Brian Puspos, Drake's album, Nothing Was the Same. He made a video of Own It, the song. And he did a video. And it was one of his first long-length videos that he did. And that kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
Well, the song stuck with me, but because Brian Puspos did it in a certain way, it was like, man, this guy's fucking inspirational. I took inspiration from what he was doing, and the phrase "own it" took a new meaning to me when I was faced in a real life situation where I had to own a certain situation. I was like, I should own that, right? Because if I compare it, I'm going to be battling myself with it internally. If I'm wishy-washy about it, then it's just going to go bad. So
Yeah.
you have to own everything that you do, and that's one of the biggest advices I could give anyone that's watching this podcast that doesn't really, well, if you're smarter than us, then disregard. But if you don't really know where you're at in life, whatever your decision you're making from here on out, own that shit. Because when you get to the point where you're like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that, at least you don't have anything to be like, you don't have any regrets.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you don't have any regrets, there's nothing to hold you back on a decision that you made prior to.
Yeah.
So I owned it. I'm owning this situation now, and it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks, because I want this for myself, and I want that for my partner, and I want this for my life. So own what you're going through right now. Be about it. And if you're not about it, change it. Change that answer.
Commit.
Change what you're trying. Commit, dude. Yeah. Yes, commit.
Just commit.
I'm rambling. Here we go. What'd you do the next day after?
That's what the podcast is for.
Yeah.
Ramble.
Rams.
Went downtown because it was Choji's birthday on the 11th.
Joey Mendoza. Nobody.
Fuji Cat.
Actually, his room was right here like 1 month ago. This is where he lived.
Choji's was the 11th. Mine was the 15th.
Lease
is the 18th, which is, as we're recording, tomorrow. But when will this be posted?
Doesn't matter. You'll know.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But just know that Lisa's birthday is the 18th. So we went downtown as like a celebratory for the three of us. But also Angela was the 8th. So it's like the 4. It's like a quadruple birthday within 10 days.
Summer nights.
Yeah. Summer nights within 10 days. We went downtown. Celebrated light work. But I think it was like I said, it was light work, so I think the following weekend might be the turn up.
This weekend?
Turnips.
Whoa, dude. Had no idea about this.
But I'm only drinking water from now on.
Clearly. Everclear.
Yes. Very clear.
Clear.
As clear as ever.
Everclear is like 200% alcohol. Let's go, baby. I'm in there.
But yes, we're he's 27.
Nope.
28.
Yep.
29.
Nope.
Turning 29.
Turning 29.
Dang.
That's the one.
27. 28.
27 I haven't. 29 doesn't rhyme with anything. Oh, 29 rhymes with rhyme. Ish. Doesn't care.
Another year.
We're just all waiting for 30. Dude. It doesn't matter what we say.
As soon as we hit 25, it's 30 next.
Yeah.
Nothing matters in between.
21. Nothing else in 30. That's it.
25, 30.
But shout out to the people that are in our 20s, because that's pretty much the demographic that I work with at Apple. So
enjoy it.
Enjoy it, but love it, dude.
Yes.
Relish it.
Yes.
I hate pickles, dude. Oh, I hate pickles. Oh, I
Cringe.
go to In-N-Out. I go to In-N-Out and people order animal style. I'm like, why? Why do you order animal style? There's fucking pickles in there.
I like the spread.
Relish? Oh, I like the
You don't
spread.
like the spread?
But there's relish in the spread,
Spread is
dude.
good.
Spread Fred. Spread is Fred, dude. And you know that show from Nickelodeon. Fred sucked.
That's OG
And
YouTube.
that guy's a coke addict
YouTube.
now. Go on Snapchat. I'm sure, you know, the stories on Snapchat. Fred is on coke right now or some shit. Bro, fuck relish. Fuck the spread. Fuck Fred. Bars. What are we talking about? Anyway.
Welcome to the podcast.
Episode 14. Yes. Yes, dude. What are our struggles right now? What are we struggling with?
What are we struggling with?
Because we did a quick catch up.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in my life. What's going on in your life? What are we struggling with? Because this is what the people want to hear.
What I will say is, I don't know if it's a common thing. It may be. It may not. I don't want to assume. But at least for me, a struggle that I've been dealing with is overthinking, self-sabotage. I don't know. I'm just too in my head, and it's hard to not be. Like it's very easy to tell yourself to not be in your head, but it's hard to get out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's hard to get out of it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Do you? Well, let me ask. What is the, I guess, best solution to when you get in your head? What is the number one thing that helps you get out of that, or helps you work with it? Have you had anything like that to help you, or have you not figured that out?
I think for the most part, I try to tell myself to just stay in the present time. I try to get myself to stay within the present time, because I think I find myself thinking too much into the future. Not like super far, but like at a certain point into the future. It's where I kind of freak myself out a little bit. But to ground myself, I think I try my best to get myself to stay within that certain period of time that I'm in. It's not easy, but I try my best to.
Is there a thing that helps you with that? Or is it just your own mindset trying to work itself through the problems that's going on? Is there anything that aids you in getting out of that mindset of thinking way too much in the future, or do you not know, or has nothing came up like that?
I think it's more so just, I don't think there's any specific reason. I think I just try to tell myself to stop. Just to stop, because what's the point? Why worry about the future when you don't even know what's gonna happen?
You'll never know.
You'll never know. So just try to stay as present as possible, and to I don't know, just not. It's so hard just because of the person that I am. I'm just such an overthinker that I my mind just dwells, especially at night when I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm trying to go to sleep and then my mind just dwells.
The nocturnal stuff.
Yep, it just dwells, and it's so hard, especially when I'm trying to go to sleep, because I feel like recently I've been before I've been trying to sleep by 1 a.m. Sure, be asleep by 1 a.m. But recently, I don't know if it's because of the overthinking or the alcohol. I don't know.
That's a good point.
It could be a mixture of things, but it's just like I feel like I'll be in bed by like 11:30, but I won't sleep until 4 a.m. I'm tired. Like I'll be tired at 10 a.m. Like, I'll be yawning, and I'm like, I can sleep right now. So I'll go shower and get ready for bed, but I'll get into bed and I'm just uncomfortable. I don't know if it's because of how warm my room is, or I don't know what the reasoning is, but I just can't get comfortable sleeping for some reason. So I don't end up falling asleep until 4 a.m. unless something happens that forces me, quote unquote, to sleep before that. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't know.
I think I don't know.
I could not tell you.
I will go to the opposite of that. I think I have a problem when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I have an issue with being very mad at the world.
Okay.
Someone could wake me up, giving me flowers. You could put a puppy in my fucking lap in the morning, giving me licks in the morning. It doesn't matter. I realize that I have a problem when I wake up, and I've said this to certain people in my life, where like I have an issue that I'm just, even if there's in the moment there's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
Nothing that's going wrong in my life. But when I reflected on it, maybe later on in the day, I think that the issue that I had when I wake up is like I have deeper issues in my life that are not resolved or have no plan to be resolved. And as soon as I open my eyes and I wake up and my mind starts going, that's when I realize like, okay, these are things that I need to finish, and they're so far away. There's so many steps that I have to go through before I can finish this problem, and there's also another problem I have to do that too.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes along the lines of procrastination. Like, say I have a book review that I have to do for school. I don't go to school. I hate school. Fuck school. But I have to do this book review, and I procrastinate until the week or the day of.
Yeah.
I will wake up that day, or I'll wake up any day until I get that done. Yeah. Feeling some type of way about it, and I get anxious. I get angry at myself for not getting that done. And I think that's also what I wake up with when I have deeper rooted issues in my life that I haven't resolved, that I want. Well, it's not for sure that I can resolve it in that moment, but like I said, there's procrastination, and I think those are things that I could get done, but I have made 0 steps to get that done in the given days because I've been procrastinating, because it's like I go through this mental issue where I'm like, was that my issue to go through and I have to fix it, or was it somebody else's? Like, if it was a relationship, is it their fault that they haven't came to me first and I have to fix that? Or do I have to go to them first and fix that and I just let it go? I wake up with my problems, and that doesn't help me actually. That makes it worse for me when I wake up, because it's another day realizing that these are things I need to get done, or that need to be done, whether or not I'm the one that initiates it or someone else, or just in general they're not finished, and I'm too lazy or too scared, or I think it's too far away for me to accomplish, that I just let it go. And then I wake up in a bad mood, and then it just continues. I'm in a bad mood every morning when I wake up, and it's like I take that out on certain people in my life, and I don't feel that that's fair. I'm not saying that's what your issue is, but that's my end of, maybe that's what you go to sleep as, maybe that's what I wake up as. I have no problem going to sleep. I've been sleeping before midnight now, and it's weird because I used to sleep only at like 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. Now I only sleep no later than 1 o'clock, unless I'm watching The Office, and there's for some reason I have to be up. But that's my issue. So when I wake up mad at the world, and that's so fucked up, dude. I hate that shit, dude. I hate it so much.
That's the different forms of self-sabotage.
It is a self-sabotage, and it sucks to say it, but I think that even if it was an issue with me plus someone else, I feel like it's something that I have to get done because it's affecting me so much. And if it was affecting the other person, they can do the same, give me that same energy, and they can come to me first. But my advice that I would give to people, because I personally don't think that you have to be the best role model to give the best advice. I think you could still give great advice, but not follow it sometimes. I think you just have to do it to make you feel better, because when you feel better, everything else clears up in your life. And if there's still an issue that someone has with you, they'll clear it up with you if they want to, right? Leave the ball in their court, right? Let the shoe drop on their court, not yours, because it'll keep a clear conscience for you.
Yeah.
So that's the problem that I'm having right now, and I just feel like sometimes when I wake up, it's like, oh man, this person did this shit to me, and like, well, fuck, they can figure it out. I'll be here when they're ready. No, it's not how you want to do it. You just figure it out yourself and leave the ball in their court, and you'll have no regrets either if it goes north or south. So.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's crazy how at the end of the day, it all honestly, it falls into the butterfly effect.
No.
And the butterfly effect, I think we've talked about this before, but it's so crazy to me that like one action will cause multiple reactions.
Absolutely.
And whatever reaction is chose will cause another multiple reactions.
It's we're in the multiverse. Anywhere, everything.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Shrugs. IV me.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's the biggest issue that, I mean, I've been feeling that too. I've had a lot of issues internally that I'm trying to deal with myself, but it's not something that I can't do myself. It might be something that 2 years ago me would have been like, well, fuck, it's probably that person's fault, or, you know, pointing blame, but I have to start taking more accountability for myself and my actions. And it's tough, dude. Like, especially, I mean, not to get into sexism or anything, but, you know, guys typically would blame someone else. I personally don't think that I'm that kind of person, but I have been called on before where I like to blame another person in a situation that it wasn't really their fault. It was kind of mine. Mm-hmm. It's hard to see that feedback and that realization, like, well, it was my fault.
Yeah.
But that's where your character plays in there. It's like you have to do the inner work, and you have to sit in your realizations of that you're the person at fault. It's not them. Accept that. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do from here?
Yeah.
And shit, man, it is not easy, I tell you. But the fact that you want to try, or you want to be better for that person or someone else, or just for yourself in general, it's just, that makes you so much better of a person in my eyes. It makes you more of a wholesome person. And I guess internal reflection is what's going to help you through this me versus me kind of thing. Like, okay, I did this wrong, this is what I could do better, but also this is what this person does good, and this is what they can do better. But I'm not going to judge them for that. Yeah. I'm just going to focus on what I can do and give them the best that I can be for that. For that person, I want to give them the best of me. Yeah. I think that's what our goal is here at GTGP, is the internal struggle of what's going wrong, figure out what needs to be happening to better our relationships with other people, and in general connecting around the world, and just being a better person in general, being a gooder people, I guess. Fucking Christ, I struggled through that one, but yeah, I think that's the main goal for us here. Yeah. But man, we've been struggling. Just because there's a hiatus does not mean we're not. If anything, we're struggling more because we haven't.
That's why we're taking the hiatus.
Yeah, we've been struggling a lot.
No, but what, I versus me?
Me versus I.
Me versus I versus me. Sure, whatever. Me versus me. I versus I.
Versus.
I think that's something we should. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's something that all three of us struggle with, because we all overthink, not purposefully. Right. That's just the kind of people we are, and
it's kind of a beautiful thing though when you think about it. It's like if you're looking for a sense of individualism, not everyone's like this. Yeah. So we can be proud of the people that we are, even if it's, oh man, we overthink about this girl doesn't like me, or they feel some type of way about me. Like, it in a weird way, it kind of gives you a sense of self-empowerment. Like, man, if you think about it in the right way, this is who I am. Yeah. I'm proud of who I am, even though it doesn't make me feel the best sometimes, but at least I know who I am at the end of the day.
No, for sure.
And that is awesome.
Yeah.
takes a lot of brain processing to get to that point to figure that out. But yes, dude, I think that's the key, dude, just to be proud of who you are. Own that shit. Own it if you're scared to dance in a dance cypher.
Yeah, anything.
Still am. Been dancing since 2009. Been dancing since 29, dude. And I'm still not comfortable to go in a dance cypher, you know. I'm not a freestyle. I don't do that shit. I'm still nervous to go on a stage to perform. Dane had just did his first performance. I'm sure he's still nervous, you know. We're still learning, growing, and pushing our comfort zones to new heights. And I think that's something that we should be proud of because we don't do that normally. So
yeah. Cheers to abnormalities.
Abby, cheers to you. This is JMO Orange. Jesus. Sorry, Mom. But shout out to my niece, dude. I don't know if any of you see. If you saw the last episode, you know that my niece. Well, if you followed us and you saw my last episode, you know that my niece does this, dude. This is a gang sign. She does 94 block. I don't know what this means. I thought this was a ray gun from Black Ops 2, but it's not. She does this when I say 94 block. I explained it. 94 block is where I was from in Hawaii. She also does the shaka. This is the shaka. When you tell her shaka, she still does this. This Jazzaraya.
This. Small kind.
Oh yeah.
Small kind.
Tiny shocks.
Tiny shocks, but still.
Never forget, baby. Dude, that's
all she has to do is.
She'll never do that. And you know what? This might be the GTGP logo moving forward right here. It might just be her.
It might have
to be honest.
It might have to.
This is GTGP.
GTGP.
Oh my god, I love my niece. Oh, family. Family is fucking amazing, dude. I'm so grateful for it. And not everyone gets to have that. But I think family has its own definition, so it doesn't have to be blood. It could just...
Absolutely.
Whatever. Like, whatever you define family as is what it is for you. So don't feel discouraged if you don't have a great standing with your mom, dad, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, whatever. So
yeah,
family is what you make it.
Absolutely. And in terms of the podcast, Javi and Ryan have been family to me for some years now. Have for sure been family.
Javi posted you, right? He said how many years? He said 3. It's only been 3? Did he say that in his post?
3.
I mean,
3.
This is family. This is the symbol for family.
I don't remember what. I honestly don't remember his
post. He posted you, dude.
He did, and it was me shotgunning, but I don't remember everything that he said.
He's like, I'm gonna be your number 1 hype man, yada yada yada. But I forgot how many. I think it was. Has it been? Okay.
Remind us, Javi.
Okay, you
text us. Come on. Wait. And we're back.
Javi, where you at, dude? I wouldn't have to ask these dumbass questions if you were just here, bro. Oh. Yeah, that's what
okay. That's what we thought.
Dude. We miss Javi, dude. Remind us to tell him.
Hey, we miss you, bro. We love you. We wish you were here, but we know why you're not here, and we support you. And we hope that you'll be back soon.
Oh, he will.
Because we know you have a lot to say.
I think Javi needs to know that people are actually listening for him as well.
No, for sure.
It's not just a fucking me and Dane shit. Yeah. He's somewhere in here. I don't know. It might be him right there. Because he fell on the ground earlier. This is Cheetah.
This is Javi. You have anything to say, Javi?
Damn. As usual.
Damn.
As usual, dude.
Soft spoken, this guy.
This guy, dude. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Honestly.
But we're on the topic of family.
Fam.
Like I said, Javi, Ryan, GTGP, this brand that we've built has become, even before, has been a family to me. But I think since we've built this brand, it's only gotten closer and better because of the topics that we talk about. Mm-hmm. I think this is where we genuinely get deep and vulnerable. And it's in front of you guys, whoever watches this. Steph.
Thanks, Steph.
Thanks. No, but genuinely, whoever watches this, we appreciate, the three of us, we appreciate you listening.
Some people might only watch this when the first of us dies. So if I die, I might have on a Facebook, like, post, podcaster dies, used to be a dancer in Vegas. So I might only be in the Vegas, so only Vegas people might know this. Maybe, like, whenever I die, if it's a car crash or whatever. But dude, I want to say thank you for the people that are. Let's get into some gratitude. We don't have to take it too long to. Let's get into some gratitude, dude. Because I've had some people at my job realizing that I have a podcast, and I've told every single person that's talked to me that I have a podcast. I'm like, yo, I got a podcast. It's my creative thing. I'm not pushing it on them like I'm pushing Apple Care or some shit. Like, I'm just saying, yo, I have a podcast. This is probably my only creative thing that I do, and it feels like a therapy session. I say it almost every time they're on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I want to thank all of you guys that allow us, including Javi, to do this, and also to listen to us. Honestly, besides doing it for us, we're doing it for people that might take something from what we have to say.
Yeah.
Even if it means nothing. Like, I don't know if there's anybody out there that relates to anything that we just said about our family or me versus me type shit. Like, we don't know. But I hope that somebody out there can relate and we can change their life. But I don't only want it to be a one-way street. This is something that we talked about in our first podcast. Like, we don't want it to just be like, I'm giving you something. Appreciate us for that. I want you to give back. Like, don't be afraid to reach out to us and be like, hey, man, I've been having a rough week, or like, hey, I want to talk to somebody new. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We've never had that. Granted, we don't have too much of a following, but it doesn't matter. We're here for that. That's what we're here for. We want to get our message out. We want to get our therapy out to you guys, but we also want you guys to reach out to us and be like, man, I resonated with this. Let's talk more about it. Or I appreciate what you guys are doing. You know, I appreciate you guys for listening. Yeah. Kind of rambling. Sorry. We
know people do listen. We do know that people do.
Someone in Russia is listening, I think. I forgot.
Wichita? Brussels?
Oh. Let me get some.
Brussels?
Brussels sprouts? I don't know, man. But thank you guys for listening to us. It's kind of all over the place episode, but thank you guys for just listening to what we have to say, because it means a lot that someone out there is listening to what we have to say, and it means a lot to us, because this is we're basically writing a journal, but vocally to you guys. Yeah. This is our diary.
Yeah. Honestly.
And it means a lot. Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, and to elaborate off that, this absolutely is not for the fame or the money. Like, we could honestly care less. This is honestly, we just want to reach out to people and, if possible, inspire.
Connect, inspire.
That's our main focus. Like I said, we could honestly care less about how many people watch this or how much money we make off of this.
And spending more than we make. That's fine.
Yeah. All we care about is connecting and inspiring and reaching out to people, because I feel like we talk about topics that aren't talked about a lot necessarily. Yeah. And we hope that it reaches people who it means the most to, I guess. And nothing, it doesn't have to mean the most to. It could just mean a little bit. We just hope it means something to whoever's watching this.
It means something to someone.
Yes, that's all that matters to us.
That's it.
We just want to mean something to somebody. And that's all we hope.
Might have to change the slogan there. Means something to someone.
Means something to someone.
That. And we already got a logo. We're good, dude. Love
yeah.
you guys.
But all we want to spread is love and positivity and positive energy and...
But real.
Yes, absolutely real.
Because we don't do that fake happy shit.
No beating around the bush.
There's bullshit that happens. I don't know if we've talked about it, but we don't do it as often. But we will start getting in the swing of things. But there's that real part of us too. So for the people that I know at work that are listening, it's not always fucking bells and whistles, dude. There's real shit that we go through, and you probably have a different situation than us, but you can probably relate to the things, or at least the pathways of our downfalls and upwards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Just try and relate. If you can relate. If not, then reach out. Give us perspective. That's all we want, dude. We want to reach out to you guys. Biggest thing is we want to connect with other people.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things when we started. We wanted to connect with other people out there and know their struggles, and they can talk to us, and we could probably talk about it so we can portray it to the world.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Reach out to us. Give us feedback.
Come on, man.
If you have any.
Come on, Apple.
Or we're not sensitive. Maybe we are.
Well, we'll get over it, but
we might be sad for a second. No, but if you have feedback, please do not be shy. We are open to any and all feedback.
Any and all. Anything and everything.
Positive, negative, anything. This is a brand that we are very new to, and we want to grow. So any feedback you have will help us significantly. But yeah.
I mean,
Lexi, you have anything?
Yep. That's
Third
it.
eye. Third
That's
eye.
it. Hey, do better. That's what she said. That's what I heard. I don't know what she heard, but that's what she said.
Hey, but if I'm being honest, that was a good episode 14.
I think so.
I feel like it was good.
Maybe I might regret it the other... no, fuck that. I don't regret any episode
No,
I ever do,
no
dude.
regrets.
Fuck that. If
No.
you don't like it, fuck that shit. Go look at the other ones. Those are good too. Man, fuck that shit. Man, cheers to you. Yeah, good times, good people.
Good times, good.
Cheers to you. Episode 14 in the books. We're going to do the signature sign-off. We're doing the... Sorry, we're doing the thing.
Are we finishing gratitude or not? I didn't have anything in mind, so
nothing.
I think we should.
That's honesty. Be honest. Antetokounmpo, dude.
Oh, we're going back up.
Says yeah.
Hey, we appreciate you. I'm gonna say it as you go.
94 block.
Go up.
Baby.
I'm gonna say it as I'm gonna say the outro as we're going
5,
up. Go.
6,
7, 8. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for joining us for episode 14. And we'll see you for episode 15. Hopefully Javi will be here.
94 block.
Love you. See ya.
Sees.